Alright guys, Original Gamer here. I'm playing in Ranked with my TCG version of Sylvan's. I've actually changed the build quite a bit. I actually went with a lower trap count, and the only traps I'm running now is Phoenix Chains, and I decided to go triple MST and double Lance because this deck fails so hard to back row. I almost wanted to go triple Lance, but I figured I should have some effect negation. I took the Veilers out and used Chains instead because they seem overall a little bit better, but you know, I might switch them back to Veilers, but right now Phoenix Chains seem to be doing Veilers' job, but a little bit better. The only setback is I can't use it during their turn, obviously. But I know, sorry for playing all these Sylvan videos, but I am really starting to fall in love with this deck. I mean, it's really, really fun to me. So I'm just going to go ahead with the video. This is me versus Light Swarm. This is a ranked matchup, so of course this is all the TCG legal deck. This is actually before I changed up the build. I got Torrential in here. I think this is the build I went triple Lance, triple MST, kept the 2 Veilers, and just only had 1 trap, which was Torrential. I've been messing around with the build, trying to get it to work, be competitive. At least tier 2 competitive, you know, and have the chance to overtake tier 1, you know, occasionally, but I don't see it, you know, beating them out every single time, that's for sure. The side deck will help you win a lot with this deck. But this is definitely game 1 of between me and the Light Swarm guy, and he actually quits after this, so there's no game 2 and 3, sadly. That Necro Gardener. I didn't even notice that was in there. I knew he had Judgment Dragon, and so I went for Felground to stop Judgment Dragon from blowing up my entire field, at least. I mean, I knew he was going to take out my Felground, but at least he wouldn't blow up my entire field. Oh, and that was a total brain fart on my part. For whatever reason, I you know, didn't think about how it's unaffected by anything else because of Felground, and I just tried to lance it because that would have been game, and brain fart, you know, it happens. But the Scrap Dragon steals the game right here. Alright, that's it for that duel. We're going to go ahead and go right here versus Piper. This is a Piper Relinquish deck. We actually went 3 games because the second game, I figured out it was a Relinquish deck. I think this game I figured that out, but the second game I figured out that it's a lockdown deck. He gets this Hidden Village of Spellcasters and Rule Decree out on me, and it kind of just locks me down. And I try to go for a Black Rose, and he Effect Veilers it, and I just lose from there. So I knew there was no coming back from it, so I just surrendered that one. I went to game 3. So there's really not much to miss in game 2, other than a really long, dragged out, waiting for me to top deck into something to give me Black Rose, and Black Rose gets stopped, so there's not much else I could do. Miracle Fertilizer puts in a lot of work on this match, too. That 1-for-1, I keep getting it top decked. It's hilarious how much. Look, right there. I was going to top deck it, but I sent it to the bottom of the deck with a field spell, and then I Foolish Burial, and then I tried to use Hermit Tree to, you know, get an Excavate, and there it is again. And I think I see it again. I actually draw into it again later. I thought about Phoenix Chain, and I knew he was going to go for Slacker, and I was like, I can actually get over a Slacker, so I wasn't really too worried about it. I actually had to use a Felgrand effect to get the Slacker off the field, though. And I knew he had that MST, so I baited it out because I had the other fertilizer in my hand. There's that 1-for-1 again. It just never wanted to go away. And I decided to go for Crimson Blader just in case, you know, he tried to drop Chaos Sorcerers or BLSs on me. Because I actually run Mystic Piper for fun sometimes, and a Chaos version of it. I never tried the Relinquish one. Whenever I first got back into the game, when Synchros, you know, around the time Synchros came out, that was one of the first ones I went into. I built anyway when I came back into the game, was Piper Chaos. Well, I never really stopped playing the game, but whenever I decided to come back into it competitively, that's what I went for, is Piper or Chaos. Been a long time since I played that deck, though. Since Glow Bulb's been gone. Okay, Piper, this is game 3. Like I said, I lost game 2. This wasn't a very great start. I had to rely on the Mushrooms effect to get my excavating off to get the game going. And I did not want to get locked down again, so I didn't even want him to even start to get his combo pieces to his hand. So he actually gets 2 of those Senjus on the field, but each time I have a Phoenix Chain or a Manju on the field, I have a Phoenix Chain for it. So he actually complains about it. He's like, "Oh my god, every time." And I'm like, yeah, sorry, not really. At this point, I'm just trying to get all my Hermitries in the graveyard because I got Miracle Fertilizer, and I really don't want to draw into him at all because my hand wasn't too great to begin with. I usually like to stack Martial Leaf to where the field card to get it, just in case they do make a monster bigger than mine. It's before my turn even starts, I can get rid of it using the field spell as long as they don't MST it. And if not, it's not a bad draw because it mills or it excavates too. So. And right here, he's like, "You pretty much locked me out now." Between Imperial Iron Wall and Felgrand, he said, I just can't do anything. So that was a game win too. Won the match. Here is one versus Vampires. It was pretty interesting, I guess. He didn't really start doing anything. He had a horrible hand. I'm not really sure how Vampires work, so I'm not even sure if the cards he was using was really that good, but it didn't seem very good. But I know what their XYZ, their rank 5 can do. So I didn't want that to go off, so I actually stopped like a Vampire play to get it on the field later, but it doesn't seem to do very much else. The deck seems really, really slow. On top of that, he's running these cards. Like, this actually helps me out, I think, in the long run. And World of Creepian on the field doesn't hurt me at all. I just don't want traps to go off anyway, so the fact that I know he's not running traps now makes it even better for me. Besides the fact that, you know, I got 3 lances that don't really gonna help me other than being offensive or defensive for attacking, which still isn't bad at all. That's why I like Lance so much, it's for its versatility. Figure get that extra draw. Get my even get my Spore in the graveyard. And I milled 2 super nutrients, which I don't even really cared about at all. So I was okay with those getting sent to the graveyard. I basically had all my Hermie trees in the field anyway. And of course, after I negate his vampire to keep him from doing his rank 5 play, he just quits, and that's the end of the. I got a couple OCG videos, but I'm not going to show those. Like I said, yeah, let me know what you think, guys. I don't know about you, but I mean, the deck is really fun to me. So, and I'd like to hear any suggestions or or even complaints about how I run the deck. You could tell me different techs that you've tried that's worked for you, and that's suggestions maybe for what I should run for the extra deck, because like the extra deck is so you can run about anything in it. Like it's really like, well, synchro oriented, very synchro oriented, so you can go in about anything, and just a couple rank 8s. But I do have a rank 3 and a 4 to take care of Ophion if I ever play that deck. But as always, guys, thank you for watching. Have a nice day or night. Original Gamers out.